In this video, I'll be breaking down the 5 passive crypto income sources that are currently paying me over $4,000 per month. Some of these are very beginner friendly and some are a little more advanced, so I'll tell you what you need to know about each of these income sources as we go through them and whether you should give them a try. I'm also giving away about $500 worth of crypto in this video, so if you want to take advantage of that and kick your passive crypto income up a notch, be sure to stick around. My very first source of passive crypto income is the Celsius Network platform. Celsius is a crypto interest account. All you have to do here is merely hold your assets on the Celsius platform and they'll pay you interest on a weekly basis. If you're not familiar with how this works, I would recommend checking out one of the many videos I have on my channel that covers these kinds of accounts. Specifically this one about earning 10% on your cash. This covers Celsius and how they're able to earn such high returns on your assets and then pay that back to you. But let's get right into the numbers here. As you can see, I have about $4,000 in my Celsius account at the moment. Most of this is currently in the Celsius Network token, and I also have a little bit in Bitcoin. I actually hold quite a bit more crypto in my Celsius account, but as I explained in this video here, I actually locked most of it up in crypto loans so that I could invest it elsewhere during market volatility. And because most of my assets on Celsius are locked up in loans, they're not earning this weekly interest. So my earnings could be a little bit higher if I paid back those loans and freed up that crypto again. But as it stands right now, I'm earning about $4 per week on Celsius. And again, that's mostly from my Celsius token balance, since that is the bulk of my portfolio on Celsius right now. For anyone who's trying to start earning passive income in crypto, Celsius is always my very first recommendation, mostly because it's just so easy. And also you can see these rates are really competitive compared to other crypto interest platforms. I mean, you can earn over 6% on Bitcoin, 8.5% on stablecoins. I believe Ethereum is over 5%. You go 5.3%. So all of these rates are really competitive and they support a ton of different assets, making it a really easy place for most users to earn on their favorite crypto assets. Plus, Celsius always covers your gas and network fees, and you have unlimited free withdrawals. So if you ever need to move assets off of the platform, it's not going to cost you a cent. Again, check out any of my previous videos if you want to learn more about Celsius. I'm sure as you dig a little deeper, you're going to fall in love with it too. And on that note, I'm really excited to say that Celsius reached out to me to fund a giveaway opportunity for people viewing this video. As you can see here, the Celsius team has sent me 150 CEL tokens that I'm choosing to give away to new community members. Looks like the CEL token is having a nice little pump today, so at about $3.50, that's over $500 worth of crypto. And here's how you can take advantage of this. Below this video in the comment section, you're going to see a pinned comment with a sign up link for the Celsius network. Simply click that link, complete the sign up process, and then transfer your first $400 of crypto assets into the Celsius app, at which point you will unlock a $50 Bitcoin bonus. Once that transfer has been complete, you'll see the Bitcoin bonus in your account and it'll look something like this. Take a screenshot of that bonus and then go to the Google form that I will also have linked below this video. You're simply going to upload that screenshot as proof that you've unlocked the bonus, and then you're going to paste your Celsius token address. To find that, you just have to go to the Celsius token tab and then hit view and copy address. The first person to submit will receive 30 CEL tokens, the second person will receive 20 CEL tokens, and the next 10 people to submit will receive 10 CEL tokens each. So thank you to Celsius for funding this and making this possible, and definitely get on that if you want to take advantage of some free crypto. Next up, my second source of crypto passive income is mining the cryptocurrency Walton chain. So you can definitely check out this video if you want a more in-depth walkthrough of my whole cryptocurrency mining experience, but to sum it up, it hasn't been great. Now, I used to be a big supporter of the Walton Chain project, which I guess was my first mistake, but when they came out with these miners, they were the first miners I had seen that were really small and compact, so I could actually run them in my apartment without needing a massive rig or space to do it. But over time, I purchased more and more, and now have a total of 10 of these miners running 24/7. Unfortunately, these earnings are anything but predictable. Over the last year, the Walton Chain price has fluctuated from $1 to $2 down to about 50 cents as of recently. I earn approximately 80 to 100 Walton Chain tokens per week, which comes out to about 400 Walton Chain tokens per month. At about 50 cents per coin, as it has been recently, that's only about $200 a month in earnings. Whereas if it goes up to $1 or $2, that's more like $400 or $600 a month. Plus, I'm also paying for electricity, which runs me about $50 to $100 a month on average. And all of these crypto miners were really expensive to purchase, and I made the mistake of picking a miner that couldn't mine anything else. So I'm just stuck mining Walton Chain, and considering how quiet they've been for the past couple of years, I really don't have much faith that they're going to turn things around at this point. So I am happy to collect the couple $100s I make from it every month, but I always put that immediately into other investments because I don't want to be stuck in this project any longer than I have to. I also went kind of viral with this video breakdown I did of my mining rig on TikTok if you want to take a closer look there. But as you can see, I still kind of ended up with a large, loud, warm, kind of unsightly thing in my apartment to do cryptocurrency mining, which really hasn't been worth it. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's anyone out there who actually wants to mine Walton Chain these days, so it's probably unlikely that I'd ever be able to sell these. So this may turn into another giveaway in the future when I'm ready to just get them out of my apartment. But in summary, crypto mining has turned into be more trouble than it's worth, so I'd rather stick with any of the other passive income options on this list here. My next source of crypto passive income is staking Flowers NFTs. Now, I covered these in depth the other day if you want to check out the whole video on my channel breaking down the entire NFT project. Among other things, Flower is a staking NFT project, so if you stake your NFT, you get weekly income. It's pretty simple to do so once you purchase a Flowers NFT. You just go to the staking website, connect your wallet, and choose the items you want to stake. Currently, I have 3 Flowers NFTs staked, and they are earning the base rate of 300 flower tokens per week. Now, the really cool thing about the Flowers NFTs, which again I covered in the previous video, is that they're deflationary and upgradable. So if you have more than one, you can trade them in, and they'll make you a custom one-of-a-kind NFT in return that will be more rare than the 2 flowers you started with. And those upgraded flowers will then be eligible to earn higher staking rewards every week. So currently, if I'm earning 300 flower tokens per week with each of these 3 flowers, that's 900 flower tokens per week. The flower token has been ripping lately, but is currently about 14 cents per token. So that comes out to about $125 per week, or closer to $500 per month with these staking rates. But personally, I'll be upgrading my flower NFTs as soon as I can to earn those higher staking rewards, so this number could very well increase in the coming months. These flowers are starting to get a little pricey with a floor price around 20 Solana, but if you want to get in on one, all you have to do is go to magiceden.io, find one you like, and make a purchase. Then it's as easy as going back to the Flowers website and staking. My fourth source of crypto passive income, and my second largest at the moment, is liquidity mining on the Sifchain DEX. Again, I covered this recently on my YouTube channel. If you want a full walkthrough of how to do it and the risks involved, the video is the Sifchain DEX pays out huge weekly income, because it does. Basically, all I'm doing here is adding my own crypto assets to the trading liquidity pools. Sifchain is a multi-chain DEX, which means it supports assets from various blockchains. So it supports like ERC20 tokens, Cosmos ecosystem tokens, and many, many others. But all of the trading pairs are with the Sifchain DEX's native Rowan token. I have a few $1,000s in the Legacy Network token, and as an ERC20 token, I was able to bring that over and add it to the liquidity pools on Sifchain. The nice thing about Sifchain also is you're able to add liquidity asymmetrically. So this means whereas most liquidity pools want you to add 50% of one asset and 50% of another, you can add up to 100% of one asset, meaning you don't have to own both of the assets to participate in the liquidity mining. Of course, you still will have exposure to the other asset in the pair, which is important to note, but it does make it a little easier to get started. But once your assets are in here, all you're really doing is providing liquidity for people to make trades. So anytime somebody trades between the Rowan and Legacy pairing, I get a fee from the trade fee, and I'm also getting a bonus APR rate from the Sifchain DEX themselves. Because the Sifchain DEX is trying to expand, they're paying out these high rewards rates to incentivize users to add liquidity to the DEX. So currently, every single pool earns you 100% APR on your assets. However, they have what they call Pools of the People, which is a monthly promotion that ups that rate to 300% APR on a select number of assets that are voted on by the community. Previously, Legacy Network was one of those assets, so I was earning the 300% APR rate on my tokens. And as you can see from the last 1.5 months that I've been using this, I've earned approximately 14,000 Rowan tokens. The Rowan token has fluctuated a little bit, but recently its price has settled around 8 or 9 cents. So just this most recent week here, I earned 3,700 Rowan tokens. If you multiply that by the 9-cent price, that's approximately $330. And again, that's with just a little under $5,000 of assets in the liquidity pool, earning that 300% APR rate. So I've been happily using the Sifchain DEX to earn approximately $1,000 a month and just putting those earnings right back into the DEX to earn that compounded 300% APR. Unfortunately for this next month, Legacy is no longer eligible for that 300% bonus APR rate, and it will only earn the 100% APR. So I'll continue to keep my Legacy holdings in that 100% APR pool and earn everything there, but all of the earnings I get, I will be putting into one of the other trading pairs to earn 300% APR on my earnings. I can pretty easily recommend the Sifchain DEX because the income has been pretty incredible lately, and you don't need a whole lot of money to take advantage of it. But I do want to emphasize there are some risks involved when you are liquidity mining. So be sure to check out that previous video about the Sifchain DEX I have on my channel so you can get a full understanding of the risks involved. I also give you a full step-by-step on how you can get started on Sifchain and start earning those really high rates. My fifth and largest source of passive crypto income comes in the form of referral bonuses. This is something I want to continue being transparent about because first of all, it involves all the content I make, but also because it's an income source that I think a lot of other people could take advantage of. Now, I try not to be too pushy with these, but anytime I cover a topic that has anything to do with one of the platforms I use, I'm happy to recommend it at the end of the video. And because recently these platforms have been crypto platforms, they're paying me and the new user free crypto when they sign up. And this is only growing more passive and more successful as I have a larger library of content suggesting these platforms to people. Now, one of the most successful and the ones I'm most proud of is the Everything Wrong with BlockFi video, where I like to think I've saved a lot of people from using the BlockFi interest platform and guided them to the better platform, which of course is Celsius. And Celsius is definitely the biggest source of referral bonuses for me, but I also have a few that come in from Nexo and Gemini. And all of these lead to an additional $2,000 to $3,000 of income every single month, and that is in the form of Bitcoin. I think I'm successful with these because I found a way to naturally recommend the platforms that I use. I know some people will comment and say, oh, this video is an ad or whatever, but it really just surrounds the topics that I like to research, and I just recommend the platform that I find to be the most effective for each scenario. As a result, I drive a surprising number of conversions from a pretty small channel. I have less than 13,000 subscribers at the time of filming this video, and that just shows you that you don't need a massive audience to make a substantial amount of income from these referral bonuses and other sources. You don't need to do it on YouTube either, although that is a great spot. You could also use TikTok, you could use a personal blog. I see people who are successful just on regular social media like Twitter. There's a lot of ways you can drive conversions and referrals just by educating people about the platforms you like to use. Although I can verify that it definitely takes a little bit of effort to get it going, it can snowball and become a pretty sizable source of income if you're just strategic about it and consistent. But here's a quick recap and breakdown of all of my crypto income sources and how much they contribute every single month. First, I have Celsius, where I earn interest on my crypto. This currently comes out to about $30 a month, but it will be a little bit higher when I unlock all my loans and get those assets back into earning interest. Next is mining the cryptocurrency Walton chain, which is currently earning about $200 a month, but I have earned as much as $800 a month in the past. Again, this has been probably one of my costliest mistakes in cryptocurrency. I would not recommend mining. I think all of these other options are much easier to get into with a much lower cost, of course. Third is staking my Flowers NFTs, which are currently earning me $500 a month, and hopefully a little bit more in the future once I start upgrading those flowers and earning those higher staking rewards. Fourth is liquidity mining on the Sifchain DEX, which has historically paid me about $1,000 a month, although those earnings might drop a little bit since the legacy token, which is my main holding on the platform, is no longer earning that 300% APR. Finally, referral bonuses, which are primarily made up of bonuses from Celsius, are earning me about $2,500 a month in Bitcoin. And the great part about all of these sources is I don't even have to invest too much out of my normal income to continue growing my crypto portfolio. I typically just take this money and reinvest it into new areas or wherever I see fit at the time. But that'll do it for this one. And as a reminder, check out the links below, sign up for Celsius, and then submit referral proof for an additional bonus or up to $80 or $90 in crypto just for getting started. Again, you're really going to want that sell token bonus. Check out this video to see why it's one of my favorite passive income and long-term investments. I'll see you in the next one.